Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again. Hey, there I am. Woohoo! Welcome you back to another episode in the NeuTecha project, and we're getting loaded up. We're going to go over to the future site of Techtropolis. Working name, you know, like I was saying in the last couple ones. You got suggestions for names? More than welcome to hear them. We get some really good ones. We'll have the community vote. We'll figure out what we're going to call this town, and from there we'll just be getting even better. But I do want to thank you for joining me, and also I hope you are having a good one. And if you for some reason aren't, maybe this might help. Hoping. But we're going to get Bacon Betty on board so she can, you know, we'll get to there and maybe we can have some cake. We'll have our cake and eat it too. Haha, nice. Not too often I get to work that into anywhere. It's not like I overly try, but you know, it's one of those things that's kind of fun when you get to. So we'll get her all put in place and parked. Oh, she's a fidgety one. Oh, come on, you can do it. Bit more. Oh, right there. Oh, that didn't work out right. I really hope these hooks and anchors and bearings and multi-tech blocks get graduated soon. Well, figured out first, because they're not really reliable yet. The hooks and that aren't. The bearings and the way I'm using them seem to be really good. The hooks themselves, they rely on some differences going on in them, and they tend to always come apart on me, so I don't use them. I make my own hooks and trailer hitches like you can see on the train here. But let's get Handyman Hank, or Handy Hank. No, I call him Handyman Hank, that's right. We'll get him loaded up. But as I do, you know, I would like to remind you of some of the other new TerraTech, I almost said NeuTecha stuff, TerraTech stuff we get going on this channel. Things such as the Saturday Showcase. And that link is down in the description to take you to the thread where you can post your cool and original text. And they can be made into a video of their very own by me. And hopefully we'll have a lot of fun inspiring the ideas, you know, sharing our creations, and just bringing a good one to everybody. Everybody who watches, anyway. We don't get a crazy amount of viewers, but the ones we do get, they are appreciated. And also, if you'd like to get in on the NeuTecha project and you're not sure how, just go down into that description once again. There's a link for it. Make sure you read through the first post. Watch the video too. It might just be an extra little tidbit of information that'll really help you come up with a really awesome character. There is a few requirements, and then there's some suggested requirements. They're not really requirements, I guess. That's just how I word it. But just so your citizen or your character doesn't miss out on any of the good stuff that is to come with NeuTecha. And from there, you know, if you're looking for some multiplayer action, we get into that too on this channel. As you may have seen or may not have seen, we get games going. We have rounds every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or UTC -5, whatever you prefer to use, whatever's easier. I don't really completely understand them all, so I just kind of give you the options. And from there, if you notice that there's a PayPal.me link down there, I'll tell you what it's about. It's all about the donation appreciation program as we get the Flying Knight all loaded up. And what that is for every $2 you donate to the channel to help us grow and get better and maintain what we're working on, or working with, your name does get entered into a draw for a 3D printed tech made by Grab It. The people at Grab It, they did an awesome job on the 2 that I've won. They did an outstanding job on the 1 that we've awarded already. And if you'd like to participate, that'd be amazing. I am trying to get this as a more regular thing. My main goal is to have the prize be bigger than $40, so I could award techs of the same caliber and value of the ones I've won, and I can't do it alone. So if you want to get in on it, that's all you need to do. I am kind of waiting for a bit of participation before I announce a date. I do have a date in mind which I'd like to do it for, but I ain't going to say nothing yet. But just know it will happen. At least one more. Hopefully many more. So if you're still looking for other things to maybe kind of do while you're down there, while we're loading up, there is always that like button. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, maybe hit that, subscribe, ding the bell, you know, leave me some comments. You got suggestions, ideas, constructive criticisms, you know, let's be nice, so let's keep everything cool. I'm a little sensitive. Not really, but you know what I mean? And from there, you know, we'll just have a grand old time, and it'll only be better. It could be even better if you bring some friends along. Maybe they want to get in on a good one too, and we'll get Lord Zarnox all loaded up here. Now, he may be last in the train, but there's a reason. Look at the firepower he's got. I think he'd be great defender in a tight spot. So, you know, that's why I'm putting him back here. And, yeah, if you got an extra minute here and there, maybe even take a wander around the channel. There's plenty of stuff going on. I always try. I get my hands on the odd new game that I can play. They're usually borrowed, but, you know, it's what I can get done. Working with what I got. But we got this train all loaded up, and we're ready to head on out. Now, let's just hope we don't get attacked or lose anybody. The first trip to the resort, we lost somebody. It was so lucky that they made it, though. They ventured the rest of the way on foot, or wheels, on wheels, and without incident. So they either handled themselves quite nicely, or they just didn't get attacked. Either one is amazing, because we are in an actual campaign save. I've edited for money and blocks, but that's it. There's enemies, there's missions. I'm hoping to keep it like that. I don't want to have this in a creative save, because the enemies and that, they're going to help produce a lot of story for us. Because this is kind of a role-playing, but not exactly, because all the other role-playing I've seen on the forums, it's all just story and text that I've mainly seen. There's a few pictures in that, you know, people post their text to help the story along, but this is actually going to be a video kind of deal, and we're going to try and make some awesome stuff happen. And with you guys joining in, it's guaranteed to happen. Unless my computer blows up and takes me with it. Then someone else will have to take over. So, if you're interested in any of that, you know, it's all down in the description as we make our way through this crazy grasslands, hills, and resources. And I think we found a decent path, though. One thing I am thinking, though, is I really should maybe mark out a path for the train to go that is really easy for it to do, safe, so we're not losing carts because they have AI and they want to auto-correct themselves with the build beam if you're on too steep of an angle. It seems like it's a time thing. If you're at a crazy angle for too long, it wants to fix itself. So I'm hoping to avoid that. And the citizens will do the same thing if they have AI on them. So that's why I've asked not to have AI on them. But if you want to use it, you can. I can usually think up a little way to make that work, you know, story-wise and whatnot. I did alright in the first one, I think. But the main thing about, oh, we lost carts. Crap. And this is a one-way train. We can't turn back now because we got an enemy there. We can't risk everybody. I don't think they're in danger, so we're not going to stop. We'll send the train back for them at the end after we get these ones to safety and guaranteed. Those two, they can bunker down and they'll be all right. Don't worry. They're okay. Just hopefully we don't lose any more, especially with enemies being around. So I'm just going to take out every enemy I can within reason, just in case we do. Yeah, I gotta love them rockets, eh? Got them all refueled up and on the move. Yeah, these stinking trees, though. But that's why we got the guns. Now, I tried to keep things far enough away so each location wouldn't interfere with the other location. And so far, it's been alright. But when I go back to one location, when things come back into render range, I've been losing stuff. My hangar, for one, not in the game. not in this save anymore. I might try and replace it. I got a feeling it has something to do with how close they are together. At least that's what I'm going to test out next time when I put it back in. But I am thinking of doing some stuff. I'm contemplating on making these into creative saves and just activating the enemies. But then we won't get invaders, I don't think. I'm going to try that out before I really get too far into anything. And I really like the idea of having the missions available to us too, so I don't know if I want to do that. If it comes down to it, I might even put in the time to actually do this in a legit save. And we made it to Techtropolis. Working name, right? Throw in your suggestions for the town name, and we can all vote on it. We'll see what we want to get as a name. And from there, we'll get these fellers unloaded. Oh, not fellas, citizens. Citizens is a better one, because, well, we got a lady right there. Yeah. And you know what? You cannot deny how awesome she is, because look, she brought cake. Who doesn't like cake? I can't eat it as much as I used to, you know. It's kind of hard on my teeth, but I still like cake. And get the flying knight moving. Now we'll figure out who we lost. So, just gonna get heading out. Oh, hey, they made it! Scully and Jimmy Blether and Lord Zarnox. Yeah, that's the name I'm looking for. So, hey, those guys are true adventurers. They made it just like the Kraken tool in the last one. They are survivors. I'm loving that. That is great. We'll get them all here. Now, the reason these ones are here is because they've built homes. So they have a place to stay. I'm not going to set them up in this one yet. I haven't quite figured out everything I want to do with this town as a basic start. So I'm just going to have them here, and I think we're going to call this one right around in here. So if you've enjoyed what you saw, please throw the like down below. Comments, always awesome. Bring your awesome, you know what I mean? We're going to clear this out. We're all about the safety. And, you know, subscribe if you haven't. Ding that bell. You know, if you want to get in on the draw, there's that link down there for the donation appreciation program, the paypal.me. And you know what? Tell a friend, bring them along to the fun. So until that next time, keep being the awesome, keep having a good one. Bye.